Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a little while and Happy New Year. This is a new journal that is in a wintry theme using ARTYmaze's Winter's Tale as well as some papers from On a Whimsical Adventure. The closure is some seam binding which I have dyed with various distress inks and then wadded up to dry so that it gets all this nice crinkly texture. And this is just laced through a little eyelet here. The leather is from a shop that's in my town that takes remnants from upholsterers, so it's a really soft leather. You can also get leather pieces at various hobby places, Western stores, saddle makers, that kind of thing. And you just need to check out the thickness and be sure that it's pliable enough for your use. The binding is long stitch, just a traditional long stitch, and there's 10 signatures, 3 pieces of paper per signature, so 30 pages, and so about 120 total front and back. I'm not going to belabor anything. If you've seen ARTYmaze's kits, you know how wonderful they are. And this theme, I bought all of this different sections of it, including the one for the little tiny journal that can go in an Altoid tin, and I actually used some of those pieces in it. This is the On a Whimsical Adventure pieces. So lots of nice little ephemera. This is from the little Altoid tin pack. This was a, I think it was supposed to be some sort of a double-sided tag that you glued together, but I just took it around the page and made tuck spots on both sides. This here, and it'll be on several tags, I had some Christmas decoration that was cut out of a snowflake, and I've just put it on various pages and just to give a little more dimension. This is a little pocket from the little Altoid tin, but I just added it to one of the tags and then made a little booklet out of the tickets to go in there. So this paper I want to talk about for just a second. This is parchment paper from Staples. It's called a gray color. And throughout the book, these are the blank pages, and I decorated them using this scrapbook piece, which was just sort of a page overlay. And I did 3 different techniques. One was I took Distress Oxide on a sponge and pounced it through to give a very soft outline. That's what this is. Later on you'll see some where I took this and laid it on there and sprayed it with the Distress ink, and you'll see that it looks quite different. And then after I had sprayed several pages with the Distress, using this Distress ink, this got quite wet, so then I used it as a stamp and turned it over and pressed it on the pages, and got a totally different look. So there's 3 different looks from using these 3 items. The edges of the pages are inked, various ones, with these 3 distress blues. This one's a little green, this is a little darker. So it just depended on the page and what I needed to do the edges. Here, this is the spray. You can see it's a different look from the pouncing through. It's a little softer. Another one of those snowflakes. This was a little booklet, and I just did put it in my scoreboard and made a little 1/4 inch score on this side of the halfway mark, so this could flip back, and that's the glue spot. This one will open completely out. This is where I took the wet overlay and pressed it to the paper, and you see you get another look. ARTYmaze's kit has so many pieces of ephemera that are just wonderful, and so I try to include every piece that I could from all of the various kits in this particular journal. This is a little piece that she designed that is meant to open, and then I just use some little decorations to add to that. The only other thing I added in here is this little bit of bling I had from years ago. I think it was a Recollection Snowflake in crystals set, and they're in here for just a little bit of sparkle in various places. I really love these wintry scenes that she incorporated. Another one of the little pockets that's from actually the Altoid tin and more of that little ticket notebook, and all of these tickets are just precious. So you can use them in lots of different ways. There's some more of the snowflake pieces from that set that I had. Some more snowflakes with bling. I think she meant this to be a piece of writing paper that was torn, but I created a pocket, and then this was the other size and just included those inside the pocket. Little piece of bling on that pocket. Again, this is where I pressed that overlay that was wet down on the page. And of course I did all of this spraying and everything when the pages, before I put the pages into the signature. Used the larger tickets to make a kind of a belly band. And once again, lovely, lovely ephemera that she has in these kits. And you can see with the long stitch you get you catching the page in a lot of different areas, so it makes it really, really secure. Used one of those little sheets that was like the writing paper and made a pocket. Again, added some bling and another one of the these paper snowflakes there. But I changed the top of the tag by using her divider pieces on there. So you can always, you know, instead of just doing ribbon like I did here, you can always use other pieces and make your tags more interesting. She had some really beautiful large tags. And I like these because they really do give you really great writing room. And I just put some of that gray parchment paper on the back. Another pocket from one of the big pieces of writing paper. And then, like I said, she has these little pieces that are made where you can make little booklets. I didn't want this particular book to get too fat, so I didn't add extra pages, but it would be super simple to use a pamphlet stitch and add little extra pages to that. And that's the end. So I hope that this gave you a little bit different take on ARTYmaze's Winter's Tale kit and another way that you could use it. And I hope you have a great winter and are not too snowed in like we've been. Goodbye.